Back when I coached 100 Thieves about a year ago, Phony and Jen Burton got into a pretty heated argument after a rough scrim block. Actually, we won the scrim block, but it was just a rough game.
I said Evan, you might need to fuse ult. I said Evan. I never said
No,
Jen.
you said look over. Like you just
I
you're
said
saying
look
no,
over,
you're
Evan,
saying
you might
you're
need
gonna
to
die.
fuse
You're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're gonna die.
It was literally 80 flash because I got shot on the cross.
That's why I'm like
'Cause I was
fucking
holding-
risking my life to fucking like.
You'll notice most of their sentences are pretty much the same. They are explaining their own side, which is really actually not one conversation, but it's two conversations. And it's two people talking past each other. Now, neither of them is being difficult. They're being angry, which is fine, actually, because they're competitors. They want to win. Now, when you feel blamed, though, explaining yourself feels like the natural thing to do. It feels like you're contributing to the conversation, but you aren't. Explaining yourself constantly makes people feel defensive, and it feels like you're being attacked. Now, you can tell they're constantly explaining themselves with all of the I statements.
Like look over you.
I was
Because if you die,
holding the
you're dead
left
as well.
side. I was literally told to hold the left side. Evan said I could back up. Then I also got told, no, you should hold the left side. So I went back to hold the left side.
This is another method I use instead of I statements. I found it works to make sure that everyone is heard, but also keeps the conversation productive. Instead of explaining how you see things, explain how they see it. That's it. This is in two steps. The first step is you guess. The second step is you let them correct you. I call this the guess correction cycle. First, you guess out loud what your teammate is trying to say. That's it. And then the second step is you let them correct you. And then you take that information from the correction and then you try to get a more accurate guess. And you keep going through this until you figure out you have all the information you need. And then they say, yeah, that's pretty much it. You got it right. This is that guess correction cycle in action.
Is what it is.
Yeah, Jen, what you're concerned about the fact that like his comms like created confusion for your position and then it forced you away from your position, which
Yes,
you
I just
needed to
die for
anchor.
it. Like
Yeah, and that's the thing, and like you think that's a ridiculous mistake for him to like do. Like if he's more specific with his comms, then that would have like kept you in your position, and then Evan could have looked instead of both of you.
all I'm hearing is just he's gonna die, so I have to fucking immediately look over.
Yeah, and then it pulls the attention away. That's what you're concerned about. Is there anything I'm missing?
Otherwise, I'm not fucking peeking that like at all because I know there's a truck team.
Okay. And you felt like you needed to anchor that right side, which is true.
I said look at the left. It's fine because like I walk in is just free to my
Okay.
spot.
Yeah. Is there anything else I'm missing there?
No, last game. No.
I do want to say that my technique there was pretty rough. Again, this was a year ago. I've improved as a coach like 100-fold since then. But even with rough technique, I was able to get straight to the core of the problem right away by trying to articulate Jen Burton's thoughts to him rather than trying to explain what I thought about the situation. I do want to give you a warning. Now, some people will get defensive if someone corrects you. You shouldn't. In fact, you should get excited if they correct you. Your first guess will be wrong a lot, but you're supposed to be wrong, actually. Guessing wrong is a good thing. Guessing right is also a good thing, but guessing wrong can be good. In fact, it's always good. It invites people to correct you. Correction means your teammate is no longer arguing with you. Now they're working with you to figure out the problem. Now, guessing is like trying to hit a bullseye on a dartboard with your eyes closed. Correction is your teammate moving your hand so you can get closer to the bullseye. Now, I do have two notes for this technique. First, start with you instead of I. Like you feel like you are concerned about, you want to do this. So remember, it's about removing yourself from the equation, even if what they are saying is about you. So if you don't know where to start with those you statements, you can begin with a concern or a want. For example, you could say, you're concerned we're wasting our early game. Or with want, you could say, you wanted us to commit when you cracked 2 players. Now, the second note is avoid using the word why if you can. It doesn't matter if the other person thinks you mean well, they will always feel like why is an attack. So you can instead say, what did you want to do here? What is it you're concerned about? Again, concerns and wants. As a final note, this is not about manipulating other people. Actually, it's about manipulating yourself out of the conversations entirely. You focus on the other person. This is the start of real empathy, in my opinion, is to focus on what the other person is really trying to say. Now, if you don't like the theory, try it out yourself. See if it works for you. Or just tell me I'm a piece of shit in the comments. Thanks.